Hey all, Rob Cairns here. Today in this special podcast, I wanted you to sit back and relax, and I wanted to talk about the coronavirus, or COVID-19 as it's now called, and the impact on the workplace, entrepreneurship, and more. So grab your favorite drink, and let's have a bit of a chat. Hey all, Rob Cairns here. I'm the CEO and Chief Creator of Amazing Ideas at Stunning Digital Marketing. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I wanted to talk about a topic that's high in the news, and I want to talk off the top of my head, having lived it when we had SARS, and that's COVID-19, or the coronavirus. During the time at SARS, I actually worked in healthcare. I was at a hospital that had the Toronto SARS clinic, and I provided the IT support for that clinic. So I understand a little bit about the ramifications of what's gone on. COVID-19, or better known as the coronavirus, has become a major issue. We have issues in South Korea, Italy, Iran, certainly China, and I would suspect we have major issues in North Korea. We'll never know because the North Korean government is pretty secretive, but that's just my thought on a multitude of things. So, what can we do to help with the coronavirus? First of all, the experts have shown that washing your hands is the most important thing. And you don't need sanitizer for that. Soap and water works really well, folks. So take the time and wash your hands, and wash your hands regularly. And by the way, after coronavirus disappears, keep doing it because it's good for germ control and disease control. Secondly, let's really think about places we go. It's bad enough in Toronto that I ride public transit a lot of the day, and that has an impact on people coughing, people sneezing. We all know transit systems can be a breeder for colds. Just be very careful. I don't know if I would be certainly traveling to Asia or Europe at this point in time. I'd be kind of taking it easy and avoiding those countries. I don't even know if I'd be traveling from Canada to certain parts of the U.S., certainly not the West Coast. Certainly not the West Coast of Canada. BC's had a bit of a tougher time than Ontario, but that's, not a bit of a surprise. I would be really careful. If you have any symptoms or you think you have symptoms, go to the nearest emergency room. If they tell you to self-isolate, please do. Don't be the jerk of the guy that was told to self-isolate in Toronto and rode the transit system for 3 days, risking he'd reinfect others. This is potentially a boom for remote workers. One of the advantages of remote working is you can run your business with Zoom for conferencing or GoToMyMeeting, if that's your choice. You can run with things like Teams and, Google Hangouts and Skype and tools like that, and project management tools online. So you don't even need to be in the other room, and you can still stay in touch with people through the online world. It's really interesting. So much so that Microsoft has given away the paid version of Teams for free with the virus out there. And several other companies have done so as well. So think about using those resources to run your businesses at this point in time. As I say, I'd minimize air travel if it wasn't for dire emergency at this point in time. It's one of the reasons we'll stop this virus, is if we stop running across the world. It's not like 50 years ago where people didn't travel frequently. Now they do. So think about that. I would also, be very careful around the elderly. Elderly people have a bit of an issue with this virus as they do with the flu. So think about that. I also want to applaud some big companies, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Apple. They've been taking care of their employees very well, allowing them to work remotely. And they've even gone further steps where they've taken care of contractors, which traditionally they haven't done. I also came across an article recently that Uber was going to allow their drivers 14 days of paid sick days because of the coronavirus. Well done on Uber. So there's a lot of good things coming out of this in terms of how we're taking care of it. Big gatherings are being canceled. The Formula One race in overseas, race number 2 in Bayonne, will be run without a crowd. They're just going to run the race. The World Women's Hockey Championship in Canada, in Nova Scotia, in Halifax, and Truro has been cancelled. The Antarctic Games has been cancelled. And frankly, I think the IOC needs to get off their butt and think really hard what to do about the Olympics in Japan this year. No health risks to this magnitude are worth the billions of dollars that the IOC can gain and profit from that. It's something to think about. And if that's the Olympic movement, do we really want to support that movement? What we want to do is support companies and people that are socially responsible. So, folks, it's a bit of a segue. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Worry about this. This is real. It's going to be a couple months till we get out of this coronavirus mess. So just, understand. Support the people involved. I think in Canada, public health has done a really good job about keeping the public informed and, frankly, helping out and making sure it's maintained. That's their job. And look after you and look after your loved ones. Business will thrive. We just need to get through the humps in the road sometimes. And these are some of those humps. As always, Rob Cairns, Stunning Digital Marketing, the marketing agency for all your needs. And please jump on over to StunningDigitalMarketing.com to fulfill all your digital marketing needs. And as always, this podcast is dedicated to my late father, Bruce Cairns. Keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars, and make your business succeed.